Good morning, beautiful souls. How's everyone doing? Cheers to you and all you get to do today. So my message today for you is be unique. Be your unique self. Embrace exactly who you are every day, all day, wherever you go. Right? So you might have caught my earlier message, which was a multifaceted message from the angels. If you guys are new here and hopping on, welcome. Let me know what you're drinking today. So I have some exciting news to share, some happy news, some sad news. We're going to be getting into that in a little bit as we go further. For anyone who sticks around to the end, I will be pulling you a lucky angel number, which to me is like a good luck number, an energy number that helps to move you forward in everything that you do. So it's beautiful here today in Pennsylvania. I'm going to share a few different things, so I want to get into this. We're going to share some of the astrology that is going on today. So if you are an empath and a feeler like myself, you're definitely feeling things, right? There's a lot of energy that's been moving through, especially we just had September 11th yesterday with all that energy. There's a lot of different energies. Who here is feeling the energy? Definitely let us know in the comments below. You know, today is definitely a different shift. You can feel it starting to move. So we will be getting into the astrology. We'll be pulling some cards. I have some abundant blessing cards that I thought were really, Spirit guided me to share these today. They were like, people need abundant blessings. I'm like, okay, let's bring them. Also, today's Transformational Tuesday. So we have our surrender deck, which helps us let go of whatever it is that no longer serves us. And again, stick around till the end to see what your multifaceted messages are and also to hear the happy and sad news I will share with you. We also have, these are my deck that I created. This is called Multifaceted Manifestations. If anyone's interested in any of these decks I have, I will put a link in the comments below or in the description if you're seeing this on YouTube. And that will have a link to my Amazon shop where you can purchase all the cards. If you're interested in this particular deck, this is the one I created. I have a multifaceted marketplace store on my website. So that also will be in the description and the links below. If anything else I share about will also be in the description and the links, because we will be sharing a product that I thought was really helpful. And I find as you're going through a lot of difficult changes, and change is difficult, right? We love it, we hate it, we love to hate it. People want the same, they want the status quo, right? And a lot of times when things change, there's upheaval in our lives. And what I find is when that happens, we hold our breath. Right? And we don't breathe. We stay not in the moment. We're either in the past worrying, not worrying. We're in the past kind of depressed and kind of heavy, or we're worrying because we're in the future and we're way ahead of ourselves. We're way out here. Where really we're right here in the present moment. And so my oil today that I'm sharing is called Breathe. Now this is the old version of it, but we have a new version that's super awesome. I use this every day, and I'm going to share a little later a little multifaceted off-label side hack that I use this for that is incredible. You'll love it. But so sometimes I'll just breathe it right out of the bottle. Sometimes I'll take a little, it's a little stick, kind of like a Vicks Vapor Rub, and it just really helps. I kind of put a little around. Very little is all you need. But what I find is when you breathe through things, you're able to be in the present moment a little bit better. You're able to digest and absorb issues that you're dealing with, so they don't end up as issues in your tissues, right? Because issues get stuck in our tissues, and that becomes trapped emotions that then we're stuck in our shit and we can't move forward. Who here has ever felt that way, right? Where you just feel almost paralyzed with fear. So also, breathe helps with fear. If you are scared, it's because you're not breathing. So let's all take a breath and have a sip. What are you drinking this morning? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, I have my coffee, my usual staple of the morning. Like I said, it's a beautiful morning here. We have a lot to get into. I want to quick share with you the emotions of Breathe, because I think this is really powerful. This book also in the description below. It will be in my Amazon store, so I'll put that there. But the products, I actually have a link for that with a discount code. So if you are interested in any of that, let me know. Either reach out or I'll put the discount code link in there too. So Breathe, again, is the oil of the breath, right? And when we're not breathing, we're not alive, right? So when we cease to stop breathing, that's when we are in the spirit world. However, the spirit world is very much alive and all around us. They don't need a physical breath like we do. but they can connect with us. Who here loves to connect with the spirit world? Yay! Who here has tried to connect and maybe is feeling a little like they're struggling? Let us know in the comments below. I'm happy to help you with that. So I have a lot of tips and different things I can share with you on that topic. So if you're interested, let us know. So breathe addresses the inability to let go of grief or pain. Think about that too. If you're holding on to something and it hurts, you're like, I can't move, it hurts so bad. But think about how you're constricting your breath, right? Like dealing with this pinched nerve thing, which I'm still dealing with. I'm noticing the more I'm fluid and the more I move, the more I don't notice it. But the more I sit around and I don't, I try to do other things, or maybe I move the wrong way, I feel that and I'm like, ugh, but it's holding the breath. So I breathe through it and I release it. Just like if you go to the chiropractor and they go to adjust you, I try to take a deep breath to release that so it lets go. So hopefully that helps you if you're going through anything where you're having a hard time breathing through it, right? So the other thing breathe is good for is the lung passages. It helps for people who are feeling suffocated with sadness, different emotions. Let's see. The root condition is feeling, the root condition of this is interesting. The root condition of not wanting to fully take a breath is feeling unloved. Interesting, right? So why are we feeling unloved, right? So think about that. Individuals will grieve the love maybe they never received as a child. So who here has had an experience, right? We've all had life experiences. That's what brings us to where we are today. So the other thing breathe is good for, it supports relationships with your own spirit as well as the spirit world. It deepens the connection to your life. Let's see. In this way, it helps you blend. It teaches you to embrace life through your breath. Like I was saying, as you breathe through things, things move forward. So who can relate to that? Good morning. Nice to see you guys hopping on. I think a few of you have commented already, but I can't reach the camera today. So if I missed your comment, please let me know. Just keep repeating it so I can see it as it comes up. I'll try to keep glancing. Okay. So the other thing is it imbues you with the courage to fully open your heart. So breathe is really, really powerful. I'm going to share that little tip. It's like a little side hack that I learned to use it for. I'll share that with you guys a little later when we get into our angel message. So don't let me forget. Stay around to the end. If you guys are loving this, definitely let me know. Are you a breathe user and do you love it? And which type of breathe do you use? The oil, the roller, or the stick? So, and who has the new stick? Because I love it. But I'm sharing the old one because that's the one I have in front of me. So we are going to get into all this. So without further ado, let's get into the astrology. And as you see, Penny's here. Hopefully she'll be a good girl. Pen, are you going to hang out with us? Hopefully. I'm going to be trying to drink my coffee. All right, so here we go. Today, the last 3 days, and I want to come in and talk to you guys because I think it's really important. So who here is feeling this crazy energy? Wow, as I do that, my pinched nerve is, I can feel it. So you might see me moving around a little, and that's why I'm doing that, because it goes numb in my fingers. Anyway, hopefully that will go away soon. But the last 3 days, the energy has been Sun in Virgo, Moon in Leo. So, hang on. So when that energy comes in, it's about loving kindness, loving service. So if you have the Sun in Virgo, the Moon in Leo, know that you have to pay attention to all that kindness in your world and being of service, right? How can we be of service? That might help you with moving forward in any facet of your life that you're trying to move into. Remember, it's not about what we get, it's what we give, right? So always comes back to us like 100-fold. So it's always good to know that. But stop and find the capacity for forgiveness. So I'm a big advocate for forgiveness. In case you didn't know, I created on my website a free download for a 10-minute little guided meditation that actually helped me when I was going through some difficult family stuff. And it helped me to move through with forgiveness. It was a channeled meditation from the angels. Feel free to go to my website, themultifacetedmedium.com, and download it. It's just a little pop-up. You'll enter your name and it'll come to you. And you can listen to it. And I hope it helps you. But here's the thing. We have a hard time forgiving. And a lot of people are like, I'm not ready to forgive. Well, guess what? If you hold on to that shit, it's going to eat you up inside and talk about issues in your tissues. You're not breathing. You're not moving forward. You're staying stuck in your shit. And I'm calling you out on that, because if you felt that way for a long time and you didn't move forward, it's because you're really stuck there, because you're like, I don't really know how to move forward. But There are answers all around you. I may be a message for you from the spirit world, bringing this through for you to see at this exact right time. You might hear it from someone else. When you're ready to forgive, you will. Not saying you have to, but holding on to that anger and resentment or whatever it is you might be holding on to from the past is actually keeping you from moving forward. So find the capacity in your heart to forgive the experience. You don't have to forgive the person. You don't have to like what they did. You don't have to condone it, but you do have to forgive it and let it go, because if you hold on to that, it's eating you up. And the only way to move forward, as I'm looking at the muddy river, is to throw that rock out there and release all that no longer serves you, so that you can let go and you can begin to flow downstream. Because otherwise you're just, trying to force the river upstream, and it doesn't feel good. Or you're staying stuck, and think about how the water flows over a rock. It's just wearing you away on the edges. Yeah, it's softening you over time, and it will take a longer time for you to get there. But the sooner you can forgive, the sooner you move forward. Like I said, you don't have to like whatever the situation is, and you definitely don't have to condone it. But you do have to let it go, because holding on to it is eating you up inside. So that's a big thing for Sun in Virgo, Moon in Leo. You might struggle with that if that is your sign, or you have those signs in your astrology somewhere. I'm not an astrologer. I just like to check out different things that I learn and bring it forward. By all means, I'm not an expert in that, but I feel the more you do it, like anything, mastery comes over time. So eventually I will master that, but for right now, I just like to share what I've learned, so hopefully it helps you. So here's the other thing. With the forgiveness, especially, what did I write here? Oh, especially if it's the unforgivable. So sometimes people are like, I just can't forgive, and that's okay. But again, you don't have to hold on to that. You can let that go. It's your choice. So I encourage you to ask your inner Virgo, because that would be a Virgo trait, right? Like, I am not forgiving. Who here can relate? If you're ready to forgive, and if you are, take that rock in your right hand. I always like to share that, and just go toss it in a moving body of water. It's a really good way to release. I like to kind of clear out my energy and just let it all go. So hopefully that helps. And then if you are the Leo, you might have a dramatic wake-up call these last couple days. Today is the last day, and then it's going to shift into more energy, different energy, to open up to love. So Leos, you might be having a call here to open up to love. So pay attention to that. You might be asking, why am I here? What can you be thankful for? Like, ask the different questions and allow those answers to come to you, just like what the multifaceted message was this morning from the angels. Really be aware of all those divine little messages they're sending to us throughout the day. So just kind of keep an eye out for that, but know that the last few days the energy has been really heavy. It's been, some people might feel it's light, some people heavy. I felt with the 9/11 stuff, like, I don't know why, but for some reason it's like 20 some years. But I remember where I was that day, and maybe some of you do too. I got kind of sucked into watching that yesterday, I have to say. And I watched these videos of things I've never seen before, but like back then I always wanted to know the footage, because I wanted to understand more as a medium and as someone who, just someone who is a human being and was there and present during that situation. Like, moving into that, I don't know why, it was a little morbid, but I needed to watch it. So I watched it, and I had a good release. I cried, I prayed for the families, I prayed for all my people, whoever needed prayers and positive thoughts. So I just kept putting that out there. So if you guys watched it too, let me know. There was some amazing documentaries I've seen on there. And anyway, but that was the energy. So now we're going to start shifting into some different stuff, but the energy may still be present today. So be aware of that. Just be aware and know that that's okay if you feel that way. All right, so I have some exciting news to share. Like I was saying earlier, I'll get back to that in a minute. It's some happy news, it's some sad news. Tell me what you'd like to see first, or what you'd like to hear first, the happy or the sad. Hello, good morning, beautiful people of Facebook world and YouTube. All right, so we are going to get into the cards. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for listening to all that. Exciting stuff, right? All right. Melody. So this is an abundant blessing card, and melody is all about listening to the song, maybe someone's voice, maybe whatever it is that adds that melody, that thought, that melodious sound that flows through your world, right? The song of life is infinite and variable. Its melodies and harmonies hold infinite possibilities. I am both the listener and the song. I am both the composer and the note. So if you needed to hear that today about being the melody or possibly listening for those melodies, this is your multifaceted message. Let's see. Wonderful to see you. Sad first. Okay, some people say happy. All right, so wait, I've got a tie. We need a couple more to let me know. Happy or sad? Which do you want to hear first? So we're going to pull some surrender cards for the collective. And if you guys would like a card, let me know. And if you're one of my VIPs, also let me know you're here. I want to get to you guys first. Wonderful to see you guys. Hopping on. I know everybody's busy, so I love that you guys can join me. All right, so today's surrender to success card, if I can talk. Oh, look at that. I said it before I said it. This is today's card that we need to surrender for Transformational Tuesday, and it is surrender to success. So I guess that came out as my subconscious was seeing that beforehand as the spirit world brought it through. Hello, would love a card. Perfect. I'm going to get to you guys. Sad. Okay, anybody else? Happy, sad? What do you want to hear first? Let me know. Okay, then we have the happy news to go over. Yes, okay, yes, we're going to go over both. So let me finish this, and then I'm going to get to that in a second, and then I'll get to your cards. Okay, so when you're ready to surrender to success, if you've been struggling and maybe not doing things the way you want to do them, or maybe things haven't been working out for you, you're ready to experience the abundance. The universe is telling you that. Start to breathe, move into that, let go of all the other stuff, right? Don't look back at your previous roadblocks, because that will also keep you stuck. Or those difficulties of things that maybe were hard, right? Maybe look at them as, what can you learn from that? Why is this happening to me? Instead of why is this happening to me, ask, what can I learn from this? Why is this happening for me? So if you change the verbiage a little, it helps you surrender into that success. And here's the other thing. Leap into exciting new worlds of possibilities. And that happens when you surrender to success, when you let go of the outcome and you're only not attached to it. So, okay, we got the happy news, grateful for a card, perfect. Okay, we'll get to these cards in just a minute. So I'm going to I'm going to share, can't even say what word, I'm trying to get them blah, 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 right out the words. Let me take a sip. Sometimes I have too much to say and it just wants to come out so fast. So, you guys, do you love Coffee and Convo? I have to know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you enjoy the Coffee and Convo? Do you enjoy receiving the messages? Because I think you do. But I'm just double checking. And while we're doing that, I'm going to pull another, one of the multifaceted manifestations and see what Spirit needs us to know today. Let's see. What does your soul need you to know? Be grateful, my friends. Be grateful. So practicing gratitude increases the positivity and attracts positive experiences into our world. So definitely something we want to hold on to. The melody, just surrender to success. And then be grateful for what comes. So that could be a message in itself right there for so many of you. Okay, let's see. Yes, love the Coffee and Convo. Everybody loves it. Okay, great. I love Coffee and Convo too. And I love showing up for you guys. And it's so much fun. But I want to share some sad news first. So you guys, well, first, happy news. Oh, let's switch it around. I'm just going to mix it all up for you guys. We'll put it all together, right? In a multifaceted big mess in a fun way. So you guys probably heard that I took a new position. Actually, I took 2 new positions. So I don't have a lot of time anymore, but I still want to come on and do Coffee and Convo for you guys. And since we are going to do Coffee and Convo, I wanted to offer it to people who actually want to get more out of it. So I know you guys come on and you love the messages, but what would you think if we were able to offer you like more readings? People like practice readings from our mediums in my group would like to be able to do practice readings with people. We always need sitters, which is the person who receives the message. We always need those people. And it would be kind of fun if you guys would be interested in doing that. So I'm like, oh, how can we do this in a way that would work for everyone, would work for me, time-wise, would come together. And I love that so many of you have joined our Multifaceted Coffee Club. So I'm putting this out here for anybody who's interested. If you are interested in joining our Multifaceted Coffee Club, the sad news is I will be closing this group. This group will still stay open, but I will be closing Coffee and Convo on here. So I know this is a lot to put together, but it just, Spirit is guiding me to expand in different ways. So I will still come on here. I will still share my multifaceted messages with you, but I will not be going live here. The lives will be in a private group. It will be a pop-up group that pops up, and everybody can be in it. It's you can be part of our Coffee and Convo with Spirit. And by doing this, you're going to also receive not only the lives, the multifaceted messages that you can do whenever you want. You can show up live, which is awesome. You get more from it. Or you can catch the replay, which is awesome. You'll be part of that. But I really wanted to do it for the people who are actually interested, because this group has a ton of people, and I don't always hear from everyone. And I think, a lot of times I go on here and I think, are people even seeing value in this? So I wanted to give you more value by saying that if you join us in the Multifaceted Coffee Club, which is very, very inexpensive. The link is in the comments below. Feel free to check it out. You are going to also receive practice sessions with our student mediums who are always looking to connect. They'll put out when they have time to do a practice session, and you can answer, and they'll do as many as they can. And you'll get to that. I'll come on and do coffee and convos like this. I'll be sharing additional different things, like different tips for developing your own intuitive abilities, different things that we can share that I don't normally share in here, because to me this was just a fun group to put out there and see where it went. But I noticed that I really want people who are interested in actually learning. So I thought, well, this would be a fun way to do it. And I thought, we'll see how it goes. So if people are interested in doing that, you want to go to Coffee and Convo, Buy Me a Coffee, and you can check that out, and you'll be in our group. And then also what I'm going to do is bring you into the, for the people who sign up for the yearly, you'll have access to come into our Multifaceted Souls Society, which you'll also receive additional readings, plus you'll learn a little bit about how to develop your spirit, how to develop the connection with spirit, and develop your spirit too as you start to unfold your abilities and your God-given gifts. So if you're interested in that, there's also, you'll be receiving some of our, the Healing Circle. So we do this 4 times a month, and you'll be receiving 2 of those. So if you join for the year. If you join us as a monthly, that's totally fine. You'll just have access to the Coffee and Convo and the pop-up group, and you'll also have access to the student mediums and receiving messages from them as well. So this group, like I said, will still be here. It's just I'll be doing my Coffee and Convos in a pop-up group that is separate from this for people who actually really want to be part of this. So putting that out there, if you guys are interested, I would love to connect with you. If you have questions, please let me know. So thank you so much. That was my happy and sad news in a nutshell. However, I have some other happy news. I have another job I'm taking on. I'll be explaining more of that in an email coming out. So if you're not on my email, go over and grab on my website, themultifacetedmedium.com, grab the free download for the meditation on forgiveness, and then you'll be also on my email list, and I can share with you my other exciting news about another position I'm taking on. So really fun. The universe has just been encouraging me to get out and put myself out there in different places. And so I'm on a bunch of different podcasts coming up, and I'm putting myself out there in all these different ways. So really fun. I hope you guys are doing really fun things too, where you're putting yourself out there. Dora says she's so excited. Yes, she's on all our new adventures. Dora is one of our VIPs in the coffee club. Thank you so much. Maria wants to join the group. Fantastic. Gosh, this is so exciting, guys. I'm so glad I put this out there. I feel like this will be a much more very intimate group. We do Zooms, so you'll connect with me one-on-one, not just Facebook, especially if you join us for the year. That's the yearly issue for that. Like, if you want to do that, you're going to get a lot more for your money. If you can't do that, it's totally fine. You can do $10 a month. That's great too. And be in our Coffee and Convo membership. Sorry, this is... They're both the coffee club. This pinchy nerve is bugging me. Every time I lean in, I want to chat with you guys and be close, right? Plus, I can read your comments a lot better. Okay, let's see. So wonderful to see you guys. I'm going to pull some cards. So let me know if I missed your message about cards. I know a bunch of you wanted cards, but now I can't scroll up and see where you're at. So we're just going to hit the bell for some good energy, right? Let's just bring in some good energy for the day. If you guys are enjoying this day and having a great day, put some hearts up. I want to see everybody's happy energy and where they're at. Lauren says she'd love a card, and I know Dora's here. So Dora, I'm going to get to you first. Lauren, I'll get to you next, and then we'll keep going down the list. So if I miss you, just keep putting your name. I want a card. I want a card. If you guys have questions for the spirit world, or maybe you have questions for me that I can answer. This is Coffee and Convo. It's about a conversation with you, me, and Spirit. So let's get this story flowing, right? So Dora, I'm being drawn to a little mini angel for you. Kathy's another one of our VIPs. Awesome. I love to see all these VIPs in here. I can't wait to meet all the new VIPs. We're going to have such a good time in the community. I'm really excited to work with you. Dora and anyone else who can take these messages, take what you can and leave the rest. So even if it comes out for someone else and you're new here, this is how it works. The message is here. You're seeing this for a reason. Take what you can and leave the rest. If it resonates, let us know in the comments below how it resonates, because other people like to hear that too. And plus it's fun to get validation. So Dora, I'm telling you to keep the faith. That's what Spirit is guiding me. Keep the faith. And I have an itchy eye. Keep the faith. Hang on to whatever it is where you're, I feel like something, to me it feels like a little bit of a hardship. I'm hearing keep the faith, like you've been kind of weighing different decisions. And the idea that Spirit is giving me is, I feel like I see you keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. I feel like I can see your legs, like just moving forward. I see you near the water. I don't know if you've recently been to the beach or you're going, but I want to put you in the sand, like walking, contemplating, should I keep doing this? Should I keep moving forward? Or there's something you're trying to do. So I'm looking out the window because when I do that, I need a blank space to stare. Even though it's not blank, I'm staring at a tree and the river. So Dora, hopefully keep the faith makes sense to you. And I'm also going to pull another one. And again, guys, everyone can take these cards, not specifically for Dora, but Dora, this will make should make really good sense to you. Surrender, denial. So if there's something you've been holding on to that way where you feel like you really need to let it go, but you're kind of denying yourself like that it's true. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying any difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. So I want to say take off the blindfold. So if someone, I keep hearing too, a wolf in sheep's clothing. So if you have someone around you who maybe isn't up to par where they should be, possibly this is a sign to let them go gracefully and have faith that things are always working out for you, my friend. I'm going to pull a multifaceted message for you, and then we're going to get into the rest of you guys. Let's see. All right, this one just jumped out. Connect with nature, my friend. So I'm going to say get out there and be in nature. Ground yourself to the earth. This is a card about big changes. Spending time with animals or nature, connecting with the natural world will help to increase your intuition, offering you those intuitive insights, kind of the angels speaking to you. You might hear some sounds coming in your ear. You might feel some feelings in your body. You might have some knowing, in the gut. So pay attention to all that comes through. I'm going to pull another little angel for you, the sisterhood and the brotherhood. So when this card comes up, I feel like this is part of our community. So if these cards are resonating for you, if it's Dora or someone else, being part of a community, whether it's ours or someone else's, will definitely support you in moving forward. So keep the faith, my friends. That's a really great message. So Dora, I hope that fits for you, and I will leave you with that in light and love. Okay, let's see. And then I think we had, who did we have next? I think Lauren. Lauren, are you still here? Let me know. In the meantime, Maria, I'm going to pull a card for you, and I can't wait for you to be in our community. We're going to have so much fun together. Maria actually purchased, I believe, these cards. I think you purchased these cards, Maria. So if you love these cards, let us know in the comments below, because everybody's always curious, like what people think. I'm always curious what people think of the cards, and I know others probably are like, I wonder if I should buy those cards. These cards right here I will share before we get into that. I created these to use in our Multifaceted Soul Society community. These will help you to develop your intuition. They will help you to master your mediumship. They are, I call them multifaceted manifestations because some people use them as a guide or a tool or maybe just a thought of the day. But the more you start working with these tools, the more the abilities that we have begin to awaken, unlock, and open up. So it's a great tool to use if it's something you're interested in. Okay, Maria, this card just jumped out, so I had to just stop what I was saying. Divine guidance. Okay, and for anyone else who needed to hear this too, divine guidance is your birthright. If you are feeling divinely guided, whether it's to our group, like I think you are, or anything else, know that Spirit is sending you this on purpose. So divine love guides me. I count on this blessing. Reminding myself that Spirit always speaks both to me and through me. I listen with my heart and I hear with clarity. So Maria, I hope that makes sense to you, and if you're drawn to any of the colors in the card, that may actually resonate with you as well. I'm drawn to the yellow in the card for you, which to me would be solar plexus, and I feel like you may have had some concerns or worries lately, some stress you're dealing with there, some digestive issues. So if anyone else is dealing with that, it's a great time to just release that again into the river. It might be something you need to forgive that's just literally coming up so that you can process it. Sometimes it comes up so that we can let it out, right? We have to go, and you have to just, and one of my friends who is a sound healer, years ago I learned this from her about an emotional opera. So Lois, if you're seeing this, it's a great thing to let go. I learned it in a sound healing meditation bath thing, and it was amazing because when you let that go, if you're able to do this and there's not a lot of people around, you don't feel like a weirdo, you can let it out, right? And she called that an emotional opera, where you can release that, but then you have to also fill in positive, good energy that helps to bring all that back to you. So I hope that helps you with moving through. If there is anything stuck here that's feeling blocked, right? If you feel like there's a block here, and when I say a block, it's usually an energy block. That's what I pick up on. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose you, but I can say, even though I play one as a PhD professional hair designer, but I'm not a doctor. I'm just kidding. But the thing is, when you are feeling the solar plexus and there's some kind of a blocked or clogged energy, a lot of times we feel stuck. And where do we feel stuck? Here. Think about, like, if you're not able to go to the potty, right? Go to the bathroom. You feel stuck. You've got stuck shit going on in there. You got to release, right? So think about it energetically. It's just a release and letting go. So Maria, I'm going to pull a one of the surrender cards for you. Maria says yes with an exclamation point. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this resonates for you. Thank you so much. Lauren's still here. I'll get to you in a minute. So Maria, I'm going to say this card is this card is sharing to surrender addictions. So when I say addictions, it doesn't necessarily mean you have like some kind of a drinking issue or something like that. I'm not saying that. But addictions can come in many shapes and forms. It could be something you're just, it could be a thought addiction where you're just focusing in the mind, which is what I feel for you. You're so in your head with things that it's like we can't move forward because you're stuck on those negative thoughts that keep sabotaging where you are. But I want to say, take off that mask. And when I say, like, you're not wearing a mask, but I feel like there's like a film in front of you that you almost can't walk through because you feel so stuck in your literal shit. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but it's like, it kind of is what it is, and we have to move through these things when they come up for us to see it. But whether you're addicted to a substance, a food, people, sex, overworking, a situation, thoughts in your head, take action to begin to heal this addiction. And I say this in the most loving, kind way. It's really about forgiving ourselves for things that we can move forward into. So again, the forgiveness meditation, if you're feeling it or you're up to it, might help you with moving forward in all facets of your life. So it helps to replace it with healthier alternatives. So again, that emotional opera, do you want to take, you can even do this in your house. Like, just be by yourself, and I'm not going to do it now because I'll be super loud and the doors and windows are open, but like, let out the biggest, like, take a deep breath and let out the biggest, like, roar, blah, whatever it is to you that feels horrible. Let that go. And as you let that go, you might have to do it 3 or 4 times, and each time you'll see it gets lighter and it gets lighter. And then after you feel like you're finished, put your hand on your heart, take a breath, maybe put your hand on your stomach, take a breath, and allow yourself to just breathe in love and light, and see yourself being filled with this beautiful white light that's going to fill in all those spaces of where you let go of all this heaviness. Because if you keep holding on to that, what are you doing? You're just doing the same thing over and over again. And you know what they say about that, right? It's not good. Because you just get stuck in it over and over again. You can't move forward, and it's like, why stay stuck when you have the ability to move forward? We all have the ability. So I'm not picking on anyone. If you guys can take the message, take what you can and leave the rest. But I think it's important, the way Spirit is guiding me to share these messages, it's for our highest and best good. We show up here to receive what we need. And again, we can take what we can, and whatever we don't need, just let it flow past you, because it might not all make sense to you, but hopefully it does. So she's saying yes. Perfect. All right, so Dream On is the card here. So when I see this card, it's about setting your intention before you go to sleep at night. When you go to sleep at night, the last thing you should be thinking about is how amazing you want your day to be. And not just thinking about it, but then envisioning it so you can manifest it, right? You can manifest, like, start to play it in your head. Like if you were a football player or some type of an athlete, you would envision like the goals that you want to hit, and maybe making, if you're a football player, making the touchdown, or whatever that is for you, you'd see yourself doing it. So whatever you want to see yourself doing it right as you go to sleep at night, saying it with prayer or positive intention, whatever that is. But by doing that, you're dreaming on, and you're allowing the subconscious overnight while you sleep, with no interference from all this thought stuff in here and in here, and it allows us to open up and actually wake up in a good feeling place. I write things down before I go to bed, how I want to feel the next day and how I want my day to go. And I'll tell you, when I do it, my day goes awesome. When I don't do it, my day falls to shit. And I think, why didn't I do that? And then I think, well, tomorrow's another day. Let's not beat ourselves up. So keep a dream journal to track your subconscious thoughts and anything that comes through, and any multifaceted messages, and possibly go listen to some fun Aerosmith and dream on. Right? Because we can all keep dreaming on about all the things until they come true. So really awesome message. I will leave you with that in love and light. I'm going to pull one more card for you because they're guiding me. Harmony. So when you do that, you have harmony to look forward to. Like, this is all things coming together, especially with situation with different people. I feel like there's a balance, like that nice melodious harmony. So things will start to jive, come together, and feel good. So perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so Lauren is still here. Let's see. Dolly says just what she needed to hear. Fantastic. Wonderful advice. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm really grateful. If you guys, let me know if you're going to join the Coffee and Convo Club. Because here's the thing. It's going to be so much fun. Once you join, I will get in touch with you and I will give you all the details. The Zoom information you need and the pop-up group. I will get you in that. So let me know if you guys are going to be joining. I'm so excited. If you are new here, I am Lisa, the Multifaceted Medium, and we do all kinds of fun things. This is Coffee and Convo with Spirit, and we're going to be changing it up and creating a pop-up group, which is going to be a lot of fun for those who actually want to be part of it. And like I said, the people who are here, and if you're in this group will still be here, but I won't be coming on live too much anymore. I might surprise you every now and again, but I definitely won't be doing Tuesdays because I want to commit that to the people who are committed. So, and I want to be able to offer more to you in a very intimate space, because sometimes on here, I feel like I'm reaching all kinds of different people in different ways, but if we're intimate and we're in a small group, you can connect more with me one-on-one, and you're going to get a lot more from that, a lot more value. So I definitely want to share that with you. So Lauren, this is for you or anyone else who can take that. Definitely plan to do the monthly. Perfect. We would love to have you in the community, and I think you will have so much fun. And our student mediums are freaking amazing. I'm just going to put that out there. They're students, so they're practicing, and we need people to practice on. So you guys are going to have so much fun receiving messages, and just from doing it, you're probably going to start picking up stuff yourself, because like attracts like. And ooh, I feel big chills. Do you guys feel that? I feel the big chills coming over me. So Spirit is definitely guiding me to share this with you, how much fun we're going to have in there. And I have to say, if you're in our community, let us know, let everybody know how much fun we have. We really have a good time. The healing sessions are incredible. The messages that come through blow my mind. As a medium, I'm always blown away, and it's just incredible. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into Lauren's card. So a beautiful harvest, Lauren. So I don't know what you're trying to work on there, my friend, but I feel like there's a beautiful harvest coming forward for you. And we're in the season of harvest. This is the time when we're reaping all the things that we've planted the seeds for. So if that has not started for you, that may be just on your horizon. And it's interesting. I want to go right across the river here. So it's just a little ahead of you. I don't know if I can turn you guys around. I would love to show you the river. Let me see if it'll let me turn you around without knocking the camera over. Hopefully it won't be up on my... Oops. There's the river. You're looking at my wood, the wood beam. Hold on. Ooh. Hold on. There we go. I think I got it back. All right. Anyway, so right across the river, it's just in front of you, is the beautiful harvest. And, I'm hearing, make sure you stop and smell the roses. So you need to kind of be present in the moment. Again, breathe would be good for you. I cherish the companions that Spirit has given me. So your friends, your family, different interactions, maybe us. I don't know. I cherish you guys for being here. I honor those who share my life with me. I bless their talents, their abilities, their gifts, and their personalities. And here's the thing, you might not like everybody's personality, but there's always something in there we can learn from it. Maybe it's what we don't want to do. Maybe it's how we do want to be. You know, like we surround ourselves with all the people that we enjoy, and the people who are not maybe in enjoyment with us anymore, or maybe we're not feeling connected to them, we can gratefully and gracefully bless them and let them go. We don't have to hold on to that. That's our choice. I see them, these people, as divinely led to me, divinely placed in connection to me, and our mutual unfolding is beautiful. So a beautiful harvest, my friends, a beautiful harvest. So Lauren, I hope that's making sense to you. I'm going to pull a surrender card for you to see what you need to know. Okay, definitely plan. Okay, she wants to be in the community. Awesome. I'm so grateful to have you. Let's see. You've been praying for something to work out. Perfect. So praying for it is one thing, but moving forward into it is another. So a lot of times we pray for it and then we wait, and that's great because you're letting go, but you might have to make a little bit of a forward movement, and you'll know that nudge will happen, and you'll just get that nudge to move forward. And if you've been really stressed out, surrender to inner peace. So a lot of times too, when we have so much going on, we don't know how to be present. So sometimes it's good to just go out for a walk, clear your mind, be in a place of surrendering to that inner peace within. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis, and again, do this every day to gain clarity, to figure out where you're going, and you're stressed out. Yeah, stress, you're not even in the right frame of mind to be able to pick up what's like literally right out in front of you, so it can't come to you until you can get to that state of peace, and it's hard to do when you are stressed. But I will say, if you can get outside, go for a walk, be in nature, get grounded, even when you're going through those difficult times, remembering to stop and breathe helps to ground you. Take off your shoes, earth, go out in the grass and walk around. You need to find a way to get yourself to peace, because when you're not there, you're just stuck where you're at, and you'll just keep spinning in that circle like you're on a hamster wheel, right? Feels familiar. Thank you for that love, people. If you guys are enjoying these cards, put the love up and let me know. Hit the button and let people know we are here doing this. If you know someone else who needs to be in the Coffee and Convo pop-up club and wants to be part of, you know, receiving messages and learning how to develop with spirit, and this is kind of like a little taste before you would get into our Multifaceted Souls Society. So it's a really fun way to try all that. So if you know somebody, please let them know about this. It's really important. Let's see. And if you send me somebody and they sign up and do all this stuff, I have some other discounts for you. So that's awesome. So the more people we can get this out there to, the better, right? So, okay, so by getting calm, finding that place of peace in those quiet, meditative moments, however that is for you, focus on the stillness within and enjoy that inner silence, right? And sometimes people don't even know how to deal with that inner silence. It's too quiet for them, and then their mind is racing. So how many of you guys like guided meditations? Do you guys like guided meditations? Because I know I do. I'm a big guided meditation, especially when I started meditating. I couldn't meditate, so I needed a guided meditation to follow. And there's some great ones out there, but I found when I did my own, I really went to a deeper place. So if I can guide you through some meditations, would you guys be interested in that? Because that's really awesome. Yes. Margaret says she would be interested. Awesome. So you're definitely going to want to check out our Coffee and Convo pop-up group, which is in the comments. If you, in the link, you can go to the Buy Me a Coffee, and it tells you a little bit about it. And you can either join us monthly or for the year. And that, I guide everybody through a meditation every time we come together, which is really cool. And even in the pop-up group, you know how we do this? So I'm going to start with a little mini meditation just to kind of get everybody into a good space. I thought that would be really fun to add extra value for you guys. So anyway, if you're interested in that, guided meditations are key. You'll be in the pop-up group. You can always come back to them, and you'll have many of them to do the more we go through and do this. So surrendering to inner peace. Still here for Lauren or anyone else who can take this. Others will feel you when you get into that good feeling space. They'll feel your vibes, right? Energy, like attracts like, and your life will flow more effortlessly and more easily. So it's really about letting go, finding peace, being flexible. I'm pulling 3 cards for you. Sisterhood, brotherhood, you are welcome in our group. That's that card again. And that's going to help you have power. And the thing is, by whether you're in our group or not, I don't care, but I would love for you to be in it. But the thing is, when you can find like that community, whatever it is for you, and you can come to a place of learning how to flow with things, and you're supported by other people, you're going to be able to stand in your power better, and you're going to be able to support yourself better. Because think about it. Again, coming back to the breathe in the beginning, what does that come from? It's being unloved. And it may have been something from your childhood you're still processing. And not that your family didn't love you, but maybe you didn't receive the love that you actually needed. Like, you know, I had a great family upbringing, but obviously I'm always using this. So I feel that there's probably a lot of things that they didn't love me the way I needed to be loved. You know, everybody has a different way. And as an empath, I feel that I need additional stuff that most people can't give me because they're not empaths. Not everyone is an empath. And it's really interesting when that energy comes up. So in that is where your power lies. Being surrounded by community, the right people, and it doesn't have to be our community, I'm just using that as an example, but surrounding yourself with the right people who will lift you up, and being flexible in life, not being so rigid. Like, allow yourself to be flowing with the river. Because when you try to stand still and you're the rock, where does the water go? It goes all around you. It's going to pass you by anyway, so you might as well flow with it. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Yes, Jennifer loves the guided meditations. She does them. Fantastic. She's in our community as well. Perfect. She's one of our mediums. Okay, trauma from childhood. Yeah. So, yeah. Who hasn't had trauma from childhood? And I'm glad it is accurate for you, and I'm not trying to, you know, make that sound any less than. We've all been through things. In this community, we share very private things that when it happens, and what happens and we talk about in the community stays in the community. This group is a much bigger group, so I can't really go into too much of that because it just doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel as supported. So I think, again, that pop-up group for the Coffee and Convo is going to be the place where we can share things like that and, you know, receive healing for that and move forward from that. So again, thank you. I'm glad you're going to be in our group. I'm glad this is so accurate for you. I'm going to pick you one more card. I'm going to go to one more person. So this card is efficiency. So it's work, getting things done. So whatever it is you're trying to move forward, I feel like now that you have the guidance and the knowledge, let spirit flow things in. As you can get to a peaceful state in your mind, you'll be able to get a lot more done. Things will actually start to flow forward, and that place across the river is going to become a lot closer to you. So again, allow that to come to you. You have to allow it and let go of how, and just, you know, see how you can be of service or move forward, that whatever way helps you. Like for me, it's being of service, but maybe for you, it's something else. So you have to follow what feels right here in your heart. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll leave you with love and light. Lauren, thank you for being here today. Okay, you need to be more flexible. Yeah, that's a big one for a lot of people. Again, forgiveness. That forgiveness meditation, I know people are like, I don't want a forgiveness meditation. It's easy. It's short. Go do it, because, you know, if it helps you, it really helped me. So put your own situation in, whatever it is, and just allow yourself to move through it, and let me know if it helps you. That would be awesome. Okay, let's see. Open book. They're not perfect that you're not afraid to share. The people that want to stay can stay. Yes. You know, I've learned that too. I don't chase people. You attract the people you want, and the right people will adore you, right? So the people who aren't for you, let them go. Bless them and release them. And good for you that you're open about it. You know, it's all good. Things happen the way they're supposed to. So I just say, let things flow forward and just release. So thank you again for being here. So who else wanted to card? I think Kathy was here. I'm going to get to you, Kath. I'm going to pull a blessing card. Oh boy, we're getting late here. So I'm going to do like one or two more. Let me know if you guys are here and you're interested. Kathy, I'm feeling drawn to this card. A fountain of light. Are you still here, Kath? Hopefully you're still here. A fountain of light. I'm just going to pull it. If you guys can take it, let me know. Margaret says her. Oh, good. She's still here. So Kathy, again, one of our VIPs, one of our mediums. She's amazing. Joy and well-being pour forth from my contented heart. So this fountain of light is for you. I am surrounded, or I'm sourced. I'm surrounded too. I'm surrounded and sourced by divine power. So a divine force flows through me into the world, and all I encounter is touched by the divine spark within me. I am touched by the divine spark within all others as well. So know that you are a fountain of light. Oh, I love that. That might be a nice meditation, the fountain of light meditation, right? We might have to do that in our group. I like that. So, all right. So that card is for you, Kath. I hope that makes sense, that you needed to hear that. Spirit is guiding me that you may have been doubting your abilities or who you are as an individual. Know that you are this beautiful fountain of light, and everything you do ripples out into the world. And I can see you touching so many more people. I do know Kathy is a realtor, so I do know you connect with a lot of people. But I feel not only through your realtor business, but also just connecting in with all the people around you. You make people's life better just by being in it. And I can feel those ripple. Oh, I have big chills. Spirit wanted me to share that with you. I want to like ripple out into the multiverse, and that's what they're sharing. So I'm going to pull a surrender card here for you, Kat. That was the one from earlier, so I'm just sticking that out of the way. So if this is making sense, let me know. You love the message. I do too. That was beautiful and definitely was spirit related. All right, 3 of these came out. Well, let's go with all 3. We'll take the message from them. I'm not going to go into detail, but let's see. Surrender procrastination. So I don't feel you as a procrastinator, but there may be something you're holding back on a little, and I want to say move forward with that. The other one is surrender to receiving support and love. So a lot of times it's hard to receive. We're givers, and as a giver, because I know Kathy is an empath, you probably are a big giver too, and it might be hard for you to receive that love. So being able to give and receive, they're both beautiful gifts. So I would say definitely move forward with that and allow yourself to receive as well as to give. And surrender stubbornness. So we all have a little stubborn streak as well. So if you're feeling something like, again, that is keeping you back, holding you back, surrender that and let it go. And the surrender stubbornness says if you're tensing up, again, if you're not breathing, feel how you feel about a situation. If something is feeling stuck or you're taking a rigid stance about something, greatly observe yourself and become more yielding, more flexible, like we were saying. This will help you communicate more lovingly with yourself and others. And I feel like this is a particular person you may be working with at the current moment. It's not everyone, and I don't feel like this is you. You're not stubborn, but I feel like there's a stubborn person you're working with. I'm sorry, I just spit on myself. I feel like there might be a stubborn person you're dealing with or working with, and I'm hearing kill them with kindness. So I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you understand it. Oh, thank you, she says. Perfect. So let me know if that makes sense with the person, because I do feel like it's someone you're dealing with. All right, that one jumped. Self-care, my friend. All right, so more self-care is needed. When this card comes up, it's really you've been doing a lot for everyone else and really need to get back to self-care. This is a card about relationships with yourself, with others, just knowing where your energy starts and ends so you're not taking on everyone else's stuff. Practicing healthy self-care will help balance and enhance your energy, your intuition, and all that other good stuff. Definitely someone you're dealing with. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. So I'm going to pull a couple more for that for you. You're going to have a vision of how to handle this. And I feel like you were going to the beach. When this card comes up, it's a beach day. So I don't know if you have something planning or you just were talking about the beach or we're just at the beach. But very healing place, helps to let go of all that. And this is a great time to go. Pay attention to your dreams. This awakening card is also coming up. And the light card here is just you, standing in your light, being that light. We were talking about the fountain of light. So I definitely want to surround you with lots of love and light, but pay attention to your dreams. As the awakening card came up, you may have a vision. You may have a clairvoyant vision during the day. Definitely pay attention to going to the beach. I feel like there's something coming up. If you haven't just gone, the beach is pinned. Awesome. And here's the other thing. So for those of you who join us in the coffee club, we may do some fun excursions too. So those people who are local can join us and we'll see how that goes too. We might do some fun road trips. I don't know, just put it out there, different ideas. So if you guys are liking all that, let me know. Okay, so thank you so much, Kath, for being here, and I hope those messages resonate with you. Who else wanted a card? Margaret, are you still here, Margaret? I'm going to pull a card for Margaret. Let's see. And then we're going to get into the angel, lucky angel message. So for those of you who stay around, lucky angel message at the end. Margaret, are you still here? Looking forward to the road trips. Yeah, me too. I'm kind of looking forward to doing some fun things. And I have a feeling you and I, Kath, are going to do something fun with what you do. So that might be a fun road trip. Let's figure something out. All right, Margaret. Is it Margot? Margot. Margot is here. So perfect. Okay. So Margot, the Garden of God is your abundant blessing for today. And so God, the universe, the multiverse, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is for you, is the divine gardener, and soul, and all souls bloom in divine love, right? So we all need that beautiful love to move forward, to bloom into our highest and best version of ourselves, to become the person we came here to be, right? I welcome the gardening hand of God, or the multiverse. All souls are equal and created that way. All souls are rooted in God's divine soil and love. So know that it's just a message that your soul needed to hear. Excuse me. All right. So right away, I want to cough. And I feel like what I'm picking up is something that you can't express through the throat. So it's like something you're holding back words. If anyone else is resonating with this too, again, breathe would be good for you. It's great for allergies. It's great for when you can't speak the words. There's also another oil that is called Motivate that also would support you in that. But let me know if you've been coughing a lot. She says yes. Okay, so if that makes sense to you, let me know as well. I don't know if you're answering yes for that, but I think you are. So if you've been coughing a lot or clearing your throat, or when you speak to people, you just feel like you can't get the words out, it's really because something is going on there relating to probably you being the divine, being in with the divine gardener. Let me just see what that's saying again. Welcoming the sun, I welcome the gardening hand of God, all souls are equal. Okay, so about being in that space of love and light is what I would put it as. I'm going to pull a surrender card for you and see what this is about, and we'll get some clarity as well. So the way to clear that, okay, so creativity just jumped out. So I feel like you're a pretty creative person, even if you don't think you are. But there's many different creative outlets you can look into, and I'm not saying like crafting, but maybe that is for you too. But I feel like it's with this situation, whatever you're trying to express, there's many different creative outlets of ways you can get this message across without saying it in a way that will be authentic, right? That'll come from your heart. And one of the ways I do, like just before I came on here, I'll just share this with you guys. I always ask the Holy Spirit to give me the words so that my person doesn't get in the way, my ego mind, right? And I move her over. And I allow the Spirit to move through me. And when I speak, it's like Spirit speaks through me. And when they do that, it always comes out for the highest and best good. So that may be something that you can work with whoever you're having the issue with. I'm struggling with trance speaking. There you go! Oh my goodness, girlfriend, we need to talk. I definitely need to connect with you. I'll message you or you message me. I definitely want to connect with you about that. So yeah, if that's the blockage you're having, then that can be moving forward with the spirit world. So there, the Holy Spirit makes sense. Your guides, your loved ones, receiving clarity. So that is coming. If you haven't seen it yet, and interesting, she's looking out on the horizon. So again, it's just in front of you. And the other card, the birth. So the birth came out with the clarity. So I have big chills. So that's going to start to make sense to you. You're going to be speaking that very soon. In tongues, I'm hearing. In tongues. Interesting. Right? So it could be in tongues. When that comes out, sometimes the Rolling Stones, pay attention to the songs. For me, this is how Spirit will bring different messages through. It could be speaking in tongues, so you'll be in different languages. I'm just hearing in tongues, so we'll see. And then I just wanted to go. All right, so I'm going to take a sip because I'm getting a little slap happy here. I think I've been talking too long. Okay, so I'm just checking your message. Okay, surrender to the idea that you can fix someone. So I don't know if something is going on in your life as well, because I feel like, okay, something is going on in your life. That's what I'm feeling. And that's actually causing this block where you can't energetically block. There's nothing there. It's just energetic is what I feel. Again, I can't diagnose anyone. It's just an energy that I feel like is blocking you from speaking the trance mediumship to come through. So surrendering the idea that you can fix something or someone. When this comes up, it's fine. It's time. I can't read. It's time for a relationship to shift. So it could be your relationship with yourself. It could be your relationship with someone else. It could be your relationship with Spirit. It doesn't work to try to fix someone or to try to make something happen. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So this could be something that you're trying to heal as well. Interesting. Interesting that you're reaching out. I had my own healing throat, and it was very, very powerful, and things were removed that I can't explain. And maybe you're dealing with something like that too, because again, they use what they use to be able to connect. That's beautiful, she says. Perfect. Hello, Michelle Hamill. Wonderful to see you guys. So nice. I hope you guys catch the whole message from the beginning. We shared some amazing things. You're going to hear my happy news, my sad news, and I have some really exciting things to share with you, so check it all out. All right, so we're still here with Margot, or anyone who can take this for the highest and best good, and I'm dropping cards, so hang on one second. Ugh. All right, let's see. Pay attention, Margot, or anyone else who is looking to receive a message from Spirit. Pay attention. This is about ending. So there's a lot of things that are ending so that you can move forward. into new beginnings. Because whenever there's an ending, there's always a new beginning. The death of something always means something is birthing, right? And so this is really interesting for you. Pay attention to your body's signals. Hello. Sensations. Everything and anything is trying to communicate with you. Be grounded enough and aware that you're able to tap into that intuition and knowing what it is. A lot of times you might be like, well, I really don't know. Was that a sign, or was that not a sign, or was was that just a blue ribbon that just fell down out of the tree, which I just saw? Pay attention. You'll know what's right in here, and if you don't, keep practicing. It definitely is a practice. It's a development, and it's an unfoldment. Things happen when they're supposed to at just the right time, but when you can heal whatever is going on here with whatever the situation is, things will start to move forward even faster. So, and you will be attracting abundance. Whoever needs to hear this card, definitely, and again for Margot, this is about relationships. So I feel like for you, what you're sharing with this trance is definitely trust. Okay, she says that's true. Thank you. Trusting that the abundance is coming, that you are going to be doing this. See yourself doing it. Maybe before you go to bed, write that intention, right? If you caught at the beginning when we were sharing all about that. This is working with spirit directly. Developing that daily gratitude practice to attract positivity and abundance and any type of multifaceted miracles into your world. So I'm going to pull a couple little clarifier angels for you. What do you need to know? This is going to help you expand into so many different possibilities and opportunities you had no idea about. So I see you expanding in all different directions, like reaching out and connecting with different people, lots of different people coming to you, definitely flowing with the trance. So that feels good, and it's going to be a beautiful experience. I'm going to pull one more piece. They're showing me what on the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is it's a very peaceful experience once you can let go and get out of your own way. So wonderful to see you guys hopping on. So guys, I know a lot of you wanted cards, but it's getting late and I can't be on here all day. So if you are interested in being part of our Coffee and Convo with Spirit from now on, it's going to start next week. Or actually it's probably going to start I'm going to start it soon. It's going to be either this week coming up or it'll be in October. But I will let you guys know, and I definitely want to connect with all of you. If you'd like to be part of the Coffee and Convo pop-up, where you're going to receive all that awesome goodness that I shared in the beginning, you're going to be part of our community. You're going to be able to have practice readings with our development group mediums, who are student mediums who are looking for people to practice on. You're going to be able to be in our Multifaceted Souls Society. There's so many different things. We're going to do guided meditations. I'm going to be sharing so much more for those who actually want to commit to themselves. This is not for someone who just like, I'll check it out if I want to check it out. It's not for them. It's for the people who want to commit and actually receive messages and move forward in their spiritual endeavors, whatever that is for you. If I can help you, I'm creating an intimate space, and this Facebook group will still be here, but I'm closing down the Coffee and Convo with Spirit live every Tuesday on here. I'd rather do it in a different location, and we're going to figure out what works for everyone. We're going to do a vote to see what time period would work so more people can go live, and if it works with my schedule, we're going to do that. If not, you'll catch the replay, which is just as good, and the practice readings, even if you're in our group, you can do those with our girls when they have time. So they may be done through they'll actually be done through the Facebook group, which is really cool, because then you'll be able to go through and share what was validated, if you didn't understand something, and they'll be able to pick up. We're timing wise, we're getting ready to get off here, so take care, and we're going to pull out a angel card message. So let's see what we need before we get to the end. Oh, I pulled to notes. So you might need to take some notes today, friends. This is important stuff. And then the message today is 933. So who likes the number 933? So this is all about relationships when you break it down. So your life purpose involves working with the ascended masters to affect positive healings and changes in the world. So if you're needing to hear that today, 933 is your lucky angel number, your multifaceted lucky angel number. If you're feeling really lucky, you could go out and play it, but I'm not advocating to go buy lottery tickets. However, if you feel lucky and that's a number for you, by all means, feel what you feel and follow it with your heart. So your life purpose could involve, or does involve, working with the ascended masters, your spirit guides, and the energies of the benevolent beings in the spirit world to affect positive healings and changes in the world. So guys, thank you for being here. I'm really grateful for you. I can't wait to connect with all of you intimately in our new pop-up group, which will be a Coffee and Convo pop-up group, if I can say that fast. And if you guys have questions, let me know. Margot, make sure you reach out to me in Messenger. I want to connect with you. And wonderful to see you guys here. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. And I will talk to you guys all soon. And make sure you go and grab my free meditation, the multifacetedmedium.com. Fill out the pop-up. You'll receive it. You'll be on my email list. And then I can get in touch with you to have more information. Once you sign up for the coffee club, the Buy Me a Coffee, then once you get in there, I'll also have your email, so I will add it to our group, and I will be connecting with you very shortly. So take care, brush your hair. Until we meet again, peace out. Have a great day. Bye.